Hi, welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a January transfer move to Arsenal. And no real doubt in the biggest, it's surrounding this youngster who goes by the name of Kelechi Nwakali. He's 17 years of age. We've spoken about him throughout the transfer window. Played in the Nigerian under-17 team. Now, we're being told that he boarded a plane last night destined for London, and that he's flying into London to complete a move to Arsenal. It would be great for the 17-year-old midfielder. And these are his quotes. He said, "I'm going to Arsenal to work and to try and be the best I can." So those are his quotes. So it does look like Arsenal will be signing this youngster, well, according to him anyway. Of course, we have to wait and see what happens on that, but he's a very exciting player. Was the star of the under-17 World Cup tournament, and it looks like he's on his way to Arsenal. Not the marquee signing that Arsenal fans out there would like to see, but definitely one for the future. A Nigerian youngster fit in alongside Iwobi, who's already currently playing at the club. So let's see what happens with that one. The next one is a shock move, really. It's a link to this guy, Abel Hernandez. Remember him? He plays for Hull City in the Championship. Of course, he was in the Premier League last year. He's a Uruguayan international, still fairly young, 25 years of age. Now, also been linked with a shock move for Hernandez. Hernandez scored 15 goals this season in 23 games for Hull City. Has really been the star of Hull City, who have been doing really, really well in the Championship this year. And Arsenal apparently having a look at him with, thinking about possibly bringing him in before the end of the transfer window. That would be a real shock move for him. Also, even though Hull City are in the Championship, you'd have to question, let's just say Arsenal were interested. I'm not sure about this one, but if they were, would Hull City sell? I mean, Hull City are doing really well at the moment, got a great chance of getting out of the Championship and getting into the Premier League. And this guy's spearheading everything. And we all know about the massive money that you'll get next season. Would it make sense for them to sell him in January? I know, the player would definitely want to come to Arsenal, but would Hull City be prepared to sell him? But we're being linked with a move for Abel Hernandez today. The Ben Chilwell rumours are still persisting. They won't go away. I was actually on a podcast yesterday with Adrian Clark. You may know him. He works for Arsenal. He used to play for Arsenal, of course. Works for Arsenal on their, he does their matchday commentary, and he also does the breakdown show on Arsenal.com. And he was saying that he understands that there is an interest in this guy, Ben Chilwell. Left back, Arsenal have already gone in with a bid for £4 million, which has been turned down. And we're being told that Arsenal are getting ready a bigger bid before the end of the transfer window. It looks like they do hold a lot of interest in this youngster and would like to try and bring him into the club. The Isco rumours still persist. Still in a lot of the outlets at the moment, linking Arsenal with a move to Isco. I'm not sure about this. Listen, it'd be great. It'd be one of the players that I'd love to see coming in, because I think he'd be a perfect fit for Arsenal. And if you get a chance today, have a watch of. We did an analysis of Isco with European football expert Andy Brassel and whether he'd fit in to Arsenal. And if you listen to what Andy Brassel says, he would be an absolutely perfect fit for Arsenal. But I just don't know. There was a time when Rafa Benitez was there where it looked like he could be on his way out. Now that Zidane's there, I don't think, if anything happens with Isco, it won't be till the summer. Real Madrid do their usual clear out to bring in more Galacticos. And even then, there's this looming transfer ban thing as well. What's going to happen with that? But Isco certainly would be, I mean, the 25 million and things like that that's been bandied around for Isco, if that's the sort of price, Arsenal should be going in there, as far as I'm concerned, and making some sort of offer. They've got loads of money. but it's the likelihood of that happening in the January transfer window. I don't think. I find it highly unlikely. It doesn't stop all of the outlets from going hard with the Isco story still. And finally, Matthew Debuchy. Now, looks like all looks set that he's on his way. We're being told that Villa want him, Sunderland are interested, Bayer Leverkusen, lots and lots of different clubs interested in Matthew Debuchy. Debuchy said he wanted to leave to get first team football ahead of the Euros. He was trying to burst back into that French national team. However, it's a little bit of a twist on that today, that Sam Allardyce, in an interview, he said, this is his quotes, he said, "I'm not sure he really wants to leave Arsenal, or that Arsene Wenger would let him go." That's what he told the Telegraph, which suggests that Debuchy, there's a possibility that Debuchy could be staying at Arsenal, which would be really surprising. I've said already before, with this whole Debuchy thing, is that it worries me that if we send Debuchy out on loan and there's any sort of injury to Bellerin, who comes in? All right, I know Callum Chambers can come in, but he's not, for me, a natural right back. He doesn't have the pace up and down the flanks, which is something that we rely on in the system we play. So I think it's a big risk to send Debuchy out on loan. I've also been told this week that there's rumours that part of that loan deal involved Arsenal being able to recall Debuchy from loan, which probably a lot of Premier League clubs wouldn't really like that. I think Villa might not mind that, but a lot of the others wouldn't like that. I don't know, this is going to be one that's going to run right until the transfer window. We're going to have to wait and see what happens. But Sam Allardyce making the suggestion that Matthew Debuchy may stay at Arsenal. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that one. But certainly, I don't know. I think let's hold on to all of our best players right now. We've got a title to win. Let's get into some of your comments. Abdifia says, all of the big teams get their business done early. Arsenal never get it done. All we see are rumours. Don't get your hopes up, guys. El Nene is all we're getting in this transfer window. Hoping to see El Nene tomorrow. Devro says it's true. James has just got the wrong perspective of this transfer segment on his channel. Listen, I hope I didn't come across like I was really ripping into James too tough yesterday. I was just trying to make the point to James that what we do is we report on the rumours and we try to, separate the wheat from the chaff and give you guys good information on what we think's a good rumour, what we think's a load of rubbish. James here, they're not the same James, different James. He says, if we get Yarmolenko, I say that we loan out Oxlade-Chamberlain for experience, because he's been rubbish this season. But we should we should also probably either sell Welbeck or Theo to open up more room. Joel Campbell has been the best out wide this season, other than Sanchez. I personally say Theo. You're saying Theo should be sold because we could get 20 to 30 million for him, and that covers the money that we do in the Yarmolenko deal. Wow, looking to get rid of Theo. To be fair, there's a few people who haven't been too happy with Theo recently. 9Wolves2007 says, for someone of his size, 6'3", he's talking about Yarmolenko here. He says he has great technique and skill. Don't see he wouldn't strengthen Arsenal, but his deal is until the deal's finalised. It once again means nothing, which is true. We're being told that the Yarmolenko deal, if that does happen, that won't be till the summer. And American says, what's wrong with signing a 29-year-old? The way you're talking, anyone would think he's in his late 30s or something. So that was, I think he's referring yesterday, I was talking about Nolito being linked from Celta Vigo. 29 years old. That means when you sign a 29-year-old on a big contract, within no time he's 30. Then once you're into your 30s, you've got virtually no resale value on the player. So that's why when you're buying a player of that sort of age, you need to get them fairly cheap. Unless they're a world-class player like you're buying Cristiano Ronaldo or somebody where you know that, he's going to come and he's going to give you instant success. But a 29-year-old player, for me, you have to try and pick up that player fairly cheap, because you're not going to get many more years out of him. Most players, 32, 33, they're looking to either hang up their boots or they're really starting to slow down. That's just the way it is. And also, as I said, no resale value. So this Nolito signing, I don't know. I just can't see that happening at all at Arsenal. Thanks for watching today. Don't forget to check out a couple of videos. The transfer deadline day, we're going to be doing two things on that day. We're going to be doing lots of special stuff here on Arsenal Fan TV. And also we're going to be linking up with the Ball Street channel and a load of other fan channels to do a transfer deadline day live. It's going to be a live event running throughout the whole day of the transfer window, right up until the time when it closes. Get over to the Ball Street channel, subscribe to be part of that. I also hosted a show on the Ball Street channel yesterday, the Weekender show. So if you get a chance, go and watch that. And also look out for a couple of we've got a special video coming up today about Isco, where Andy Brassel gives a full rundown on Isco. Would Isco suit Arsenal? You know, we can only dream. You know, I was reading in the comments, there was a fan there who was saying, come on, Arsenal, the amount of money we got, if we really wanted to go and get an Isco, he's worth 25, they're saying, go in there with a 35. Why not? And I can't agree with that guy. Special talent, go and get him. All right, thanks for watching today. We'll be back around about the same time tomorrow.